A system that breaks, a system that tears, a system that makes sure the morals are degraded, a system that makes sure the focus one has is drained down to the ground. What am I talking about? I'm talking the kind of system a government is running on, and not only any government, the Kenyan government. Stay with me to the end as we explore the possibilities in which the system makes you comply, and by that drives you away from your main focus as a leader from what you did promise the people. First track. Have you ever asked yourself what happened to leaders like Muhammad Ali? Leaders whom people thought if they are in government and in parliamentary positions, they will make considerable changes with regards to how governance is being done. Most times, we as the young elite or young turks are being encouraged to run for political positions. Personally, I have been a person who has been encouraging the Gen Zs, the millennials, to take up these positions of MCAs, positions of members of parliament, positions of MPs, positions of the gubernatorial seat, women representatives, in short, all these law-making positions. But again, I came to think about it after trying to analyze some of the leaders whom we presume to be good, but immediately they joined government, things changed. Well, we all know the Nyali MP, Muhammad Ali. That is my case study. You know, Parawanja la Mihadarati, the issues to deal with corruption, he used to unearth them openly. Those back days when he was working for KTN. The moment you will get that tone, you realize there is a dossier, a very heavy one, coming in. We did expect that Muhammad Ali was going to do a very great oversight role and give us the road in parliament, the road in government. But what happened? We never saw Jichopevu in parliament. Despite cases being put upon the current president, William Samoei Ruto, back then when he was the deputy, and also back then before he even became a running mate to Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Land cases, corruption cases, all these taken to court. Some of them proved that he is actually in land grabbing cases and even offered compensation. Now, you might really wonder what happens to such. It is a system designed to oppress. It is a system designed to make sure that the most persons with the upright moral compass are degraded to nobodies. How does this happen? You know, it is very difficult to find someone who is without blemish, someone who is without a mistake. And when the government wants to turn against you, it will do so no matter what you try to do, no matter how tight your defense is. And that is what they do with the presumed figures who are seen to be lethal to the regime of the day. Either the EACC will be after you for a comment you made and you thought it held no waters. KRA will be after your business, claiming that you haven't paid taxes. See what happened to Morara Kibasu. with the Vampire Diaries. You'll be given huge fines that they know if you manage to pay it, then you run bankrupt. But if you don't manage to pay it, you are in jail. Then they offer you a clean bill of health. Like, hey, we can withdraw this so long as you stop doing this. Like in the case of Morara Kebaso, the Vampire Diaries was hurting the image of the government. He was forced to stop it. So by that, the image that will be presented to Kenyans is of a coward. Kenyans will not understand that it is the government that is pressing your balls so hard. Well, the Gen Zs, as you are bracing yourself for these leadership positions, get one thing. I have always thought you can change the system from within. You can occupy and change the system while you are inside. I just realized how difficult it is. It will decay your morals. The best thing is having Kenyans civically educated about issues governance, about the three arms of the government, have knowledge on the legislature, have knowledge on the executive, have knowledge on the judiciary, know their mandate. And so, can you realize that the sovereign power belongs to you? Before then, it is almost impossible to bring change. We always say that persons join politics to protect their wealth. How true is that? Well, we have certain figures who went into politics thinking that by so doing they'll protect their businesses. And by the way, from whom are you protecting your business? Well, that already is a question mark. Are you doing it illegally? Are you doing it in the right manner, such that you need protection of the state? Look at the current system. We have the ICT CS, William Kabogo. We have the CS for Mining and Blue Economy, Ali Hassan Joho. These two, politically and at a particular point in Parliament, and the EACC were after them, but no case has been established against them, that they were alleged of involvement in illegal drug business. But have we seen investigations take course to establish where these allegations are true or false? No. Yet, they are in top leadership positions, and for anything, the president is pushing them to campaign for him to make sure he retains the seat come 2027. We have lots of incompetent leaders within the system. We have those that we thought when they get into the system, they are going to do justice for the people of Kenya. I don't know what happens that when you get into government, it completely changes you. And the people who are corrupt, the persons who their morality has decayed, are the persons who again are cherished. Right now, we see them coming back and offering Christmas gifts, meals. Would you kindly ask them one thing? From the beginning of the year to date, where were they? So somebody starves you for a whole year just to come and give you a bag of shopping with some unga, rice and all that, as if this one day is so important in consideration to the rest of the days of the year. Kenyans, let us not make these politicians believe that the way to our brains, to our thoughts and our emotions is through our stomachs, through our tummies. We cannot put our brains in our stomachs, no. We could be hungry, but our intelligence, our integrity should be maintained. Our dignity should be respected. I don't know what's your take on this. I've just realized from my analysis how difficult it is to change the system from within. Meaning, it is you, it is I, it is we who have the power to say enough is enough. What's your take on this? Give me your take in the comment section below. If you love content of this nature and you're watching from my YouTube channel, kindly subscribe and press the notification button so anytime that we are live or we upload content of this nature, you'll be the very first person to be notified. Ahmed Khalif is my name for the unscripted talks here in Dab Radio. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuhu.
Kwa timba kali za Afrika, Dab Radio ndio mpango mzima.